Hop out in Miami with no land, ain't got no understanding. Out of here, I'm burning, don't turn me up, you can't understand it. In the club, posted up, they lit up, no matter where I'm standing. Drop GLD for the Cuban link, yeah, you see it there. Might spaz out on some taller shit, no on zero tolerance. Money conversations ain't hard to relate, it's hollering. See my neck, they acknowledge it, good friend, girl, when you're not.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. It's your host, Rumboyz Robbie, filming from an undisclosed location. Y'all just saw the GLD ad. Get a GLD chain. Yo, shout out to Eric being me. We're going to talk a little bit Commanders later here in the broadcast. Also want to shout our homies over at All 22. Shout out to All 22, the latest, newest fantasy football format. Get on over to all22.com. Link is in the description. We greatly appreciate you guys. You get to be able to download to draft a full 53-man roster and compete against your friends. You get to create a league. You get to be the commissioner and really rock everyone's world with your football knowledge. Get on over there to all22.com. Promo code Rumboyz. Take 40% off the subscription price. Check out all the amazing features that we got over there. Also want to shout out monkeyknifefight.com. Whoop, whoop. monkeyknifefight.com. monkeyknifefight.com. Promo code Rumboyz in all caps for an instant match on your very first deposit all the way up to $100. Get on over there to monkeyknifefight.com. Use promo code Rumboyz for all your daily fantasy player prop needs. It's NBA season. Baseball's on the come up. Fights are going to be happening. You definitely need to get on over at a Monkey Knife Fight. We got action for every single fucking sport possible, ladies and gentlemen. Go get your money's worth. And then also, I want to shout out our homies over at Champions Round. Download Champions Round. Link is in the description. I'm probably going to move this camera angle around in a minute. Link is in the description. Make sure that you guys head on over to Champions Round. Check out all of our contests that we got going down. You can also create your very own contests as well over on Champions Round with your own dollar amounts, with your own player pools, so on and so forth, to compete against your friends and really run up a bag in a very unique way. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into the cast and crew. First up, he is a patron saint of fantasy football. Give it up for Saint Fack. What's going on, bro?
I figured I'd step in before I go into my own darkness retreat over the next 4 days. And
yeah, you're gonna.
I'm away, having eaten 75 chicken wings, 2 large pizzas, and enjoyed the Daytona 500.
Okay. I like the sound of that. You're gonna Aaron Rodgers it on us, except just drown yourself in fucking redneck NASCAR. Left turn. All right, I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, you guys know him as a gender wonder. Give it up for Davey Gillespie.
No, I'm kidding. What's going on, guys? Good to see you today. Good to see you. So happy to be here. Talk some football while, Patrick tries to process things through his darkness retreat. Watching NASCAR, dipping Vagisil, the whole 9 yards, Got to mention. Okay. No, it's good to see you guys.
It is good to see you guys. We have a short cast tonight. I
am 6'4". Thank you very much.
Huh?
I am 6'4". Thank you very much. I am not short.
No, you're definitely not.
6'4"? Holy shit! I mean, yeah. I imagine you're tall, but goddamn,
that used to be a basketball player, bro. You didn't know that?
Really? Were you actually?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I had a chance to walk on in NAIA, but
the more you know. Holy fuck! Yeah. Much respect, brother.
Now we're here running a podcast about sports because all of us can no longer fucking play sports.
Damn right, yeah.
I blew out my knee, and that was it. Like,
bro, if I told my missus Like, if I came home with a fucking helmet and shoulder pads, she'd be like, are you serious right now? Like, she'd be entertained as fuck. Like, yo, cool. Like, I get to go to games and shit. Like, see you play. But I'm pretty sure there'd be a little bit of a concern for concussions there.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, baby. Yeah, you good?
So
You want to say hi? You want to say hi before we get into the show? I think I have a guest appearance. No, you gotta go. You gotta go. Yep. Love you. All right, let's go ahead and get into the show, fellas. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the right boys and girls. What to do, dilly dilly. We love and appreciate you.
Keep those pinkies up.
Yeah, pinkies up, pinkies out. It's gonna be a fucking fancy night. Speaking of fancy, we recently had probably the most fancy event, the most epic event in sports history take place. That is the Super Bowl. We're just gonna run through it really quick because I know we're kind of fucking tired of Super Bowl talk, and we're especially tired of like the Kansas City Chiefs at this goddamn point.
Right. Yeah.
Favorite moments of the Super Bowl. Is Travis Kelce the best fucking tight end in freaking tight end history right now? Like, let's just give them their graces. The Juju beef. We got to touch on the Juju beef. Let's just go all in fucking Kansas City Chiefs. Let's give them their moment, even though Mike's not here. Pat, take it away. You guys saw the show sheet.
So Kelsey's top 5 tight end all time. I don't think this changed anything in that conversation. I think he's right where he was before.
Yep.
Juju on that beat.
Juju
Talking that shit, baby.
The Juju beef is interesting.
The Juju beef, I think, is way overplayed because of the reactions of people that got their feelings hurt.
Yeah, I do think I agree.
I agree. Is it overplayed?
If any other player in the NFL posted those Valentines,
if it wasn't TikTok,
boy. Bro, all right. So you have to factor in. You have to couple in the fact. That
they mad they didn't do it first.
AJ Brown is absolutely fucking correct. I'm not siding with AJ Brown because he's a friend of the show. We're gonna exclude that shit. All right. So before anyone in the chat can even be like, you're fucking defending AJ because friend of the show. Listen, he has a valid point, motherfucker. Who were you when AB left in Pittsburgh? You fell off the face of the fucking earth. This man straight up just and off the fucking face of the earth, dog.
I love the reenactments. That's great.
The reality is though, Juju wasn't taking shots at AJ Brown. Juju wasn't taking shots at almost any other player.
He was making
exactly. He made a joke out of a situation.
Thank you.
If any content creator otherwise had made that joke, it wouldn't have been a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the reality of the situation. They got in their feelings
from a football standpoint. From a football standpoint, let me make sure my hair. God damn, I just got this shit cut today. From Juju's standpoint, the way where he can talk shit is hate it or love it, bro. I still made a play that affected the game. Did the ball get in my hands? No. Did I have I may have not had that big, but you know what? That one play, that one hold. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I get to live rent free in your head. I have a ring, you don't.
Mm-hmm. The thing with me for this is I agree wholeheartedly with Pat. I think people are a little too sensitive about it because it was, James Bradbury was he was so honest and frank about the situation, admitting that he committed the hold, and he's a great player, a great dude.
He took that away from Eagles fans.
And or the Eagles fans, you're playing with fucking fire with that. You're playing with, pyromaniacs right there with those goddamn fans, So, if you're going to do that, understand.
Maybe that's why the Dolphins never win shit, huh, Peng?
Yeah, that's a low blow. Jesus.
I don't know what your team's about to what you guys do.
That one was more directed than Juju's tweet.
But at the same time, Juju has to realize that, if you want to do this, realize that you're open the goddamn floodgates with this shit, okay? Like you're welcoming this shit to come to you.
Aiden is all up in my business.
But I will say one thing though. I disagree with AJ Brown's assessment that Juju would have been out of the league if it weren't for Patrick Mahomes. Juju did fall off the face of the earth. You're not wrong about that. But he still could play. He wouldn't have been out of the league if it didn't work out this year, but he would have been someone who would have been completely irrelevant, as opposed to this year where he caught almost 1,000 yards. He had a decent season,
Someone chop up Mankind falling through like hell in a cell. Like that's Juju, like just falling through the fucking roof into the roof of the cage and then hitting that table. Like that's Juju pre-Patrick Mahomes. If Juju goes to any other team, that man is not relevant outside of TikTok and being on Overtime. Overtime, great basketball blog.
He is a TikTok boy. There's no doubt about that. But remember, this is a guy who caught 1,400 yards once upon a time for the Steelers. I'm just saying,
He still had 900 yards this year.
Yeah. He's still top 25 he would have caught 1,000 yards. So
he's top 25 in the league in catches, yards. Like, would those be reduced with a worse quarterback? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Do we generally expect that? Generally, yes. But
think that's true.
He's going to have a contract.
Aiden, it's the off season, baby. It's a new season. Get ready. We're going to talk more of that later in the show.
I'm glad we can finally agree on something. It's been a while since we've agreed.
We do agree. I think you're missing
occasionally,
out.
Like right here, like I'm just like, oh.
I feel like I'm on the outskirts on this. Later, it's coming back. I'm kidding.
Okay. I Payne, your thoughts.
I mean, I don't give a shit about Juju, but he's not irrelevant. He's never not been relevant, right? Like, how many teams have wide receivers 3s that are better than Juju right now? Like, are you tell me he goes to the Saints and he doesn't get a starting job? You tell me he goes to the Bears, he doesn't get a starting job. He goes to the Eagles.
I could go to the Bears right now and get a starting fucking job.
You're not wrong, Robbie.
Fucking Wes Watkins, like.
Could he go to the Bengals?
He could go to almost any team and just been relevant. Let's be real.
No, he wouldn't start for the Bengals. Not over Tyler Boyd. No, I don't think
he might have gone over Tyler Boyd. Think about how Tyler Boyd's become.
Whoa. Okay, there was this amazing article this past week. Fuck, I gotta remember.
Juju's at least got a Super Bowl ring.
I feel like all right. I'm gonna be shouting out someone's work. I'm sorry that I can't remember exactly who wrote this piece. But know that I love you dearly, fellow fantasy football colleague. Someone put out a piece this week on Fantasy Pros about Tyler Boyd being the most underrated wide receiver 3 that maybe we probably have ever seen. And I'm gonna be honest, like go check that out. There's I have been advocating for that on air for the last 2 seasons. Go give that piece a read.
There's a lot of truth to that.
It's valid. It's valid. Like once you read it, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize.
I was very in on Tyler Boyd last year and the year before, and thought he has huge potential to be, really good in the role that he is.
Juju could be. If Juju was with Dallas probably could have gone farther.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and I think that's where it works. Like he could have gone to, he'd be the best receiver. Maybe he's on the fucking Packers, dude. Like,
yeah.
Better than Randall Cobb.
Job. Better than Hunter not going to even fire in your direction that he did that.
Huh? What's that?
I'm just telling Pat, I'm like, I wasn't even going to fire in your organization's direction. He did that.
No, I would have taken Juju last year.
I don't know if he's better than Christian Watson, though.
No, he's not better than Christian Watson, but
yeah,
going into last year, it would have been worth looking at.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Right, like. He has relevancy. Like I said, I don't think there's 32 teams out there that are like, yeah, we can't use that.
For sure. No, you're right.
All right. So AJ Brown was just in his fucking, AJ Brown's a little at times just in his own fucking feelings. He does that shit a lot. He's always been in his feelings. Yeah. He's a great receiver, definitely a top 10 guy right now.
Mm-hmm.
What it is. He took a loss, whatever, had a great season. Move on.
We haven't seen Juju and Jackson Mahomes shake ass and
God.
it's up together.
Please tell me that never becomes a fucking reality.
Y'all know this beef was caused by NFL memes, right? Because they technically made the Valentine's Day cards. Like, hell, I fucking...
Oh, they made it, yeah. That makes sense.
Did they make it or did they take it from someone else? Because
I don't think Juju made it. I think someone else did, you know?
I also think he should have talked shit. I think he should have just left it alone.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so hard to pull out.
If I am a Super Bowl winner, speaking of, if I'm a Super Bowl winner, I am definitely talking cash shit. Whether I contributed or not, Melvin Gordon, I'm talking cash shit. Now, I love the fact that Chargers fans came out of the woodwork. Like, I had never seen, I didn't know the Bolts could take over a comment section. I guess there's enough of them to where, you know, it can affect your algorithm just a fucking enough. And yeah, Bolts, all 27,000 of you guys. You know, I'm shocked that y'all gave a fuck about Melvin that much. Like, I'm shocked that y'all are that salty. Y'all have more problems to worry about, like, I don't know, staying relevant while steadily getting younger simultaneously. How the fuck you're gonna pull that off, I don't know. So this is just a quick shot in the dark at Bolts Nation, really quick. You guys being salty about Melvin Gordon holding up the trophy. Let it go. Let it go. Y'all let him go.
Broncos fans were pissed.
I'm happy
Broncos fans being pissed. I saw plenty of Broncos fans pissed about it. I'm like,
yeah, I saw that
dude,
too.
Like,
fuck them Bronco
Yeah,
fans.
Broncos country as well. Like,
I'm just confused.
Broncos country.
Like, okay. Like, okay, so is Melvin Gordon going to the Raiders just to complete the AFC West?
Yeah, I know, right? He's got to do the round trip, you know?
There is someone out there with every single Melvin Gordon jersey. There is someone that is doing, and they're doing it just for what Pat just said right there. Just so they can fucking collage meme all four of them.
And you know what?
Did you know?
It's a Packers fan. You know that, right?
Huh?
It'd be a Packers fan. It's a Wisconsin Badgers fan. Like, that's going to be who's done it.
He was so filthy in Wisconsin, by the way.
He was filthy with Wisconsin. Yo, little one quick dig, but to make the whole Melvin Gordon situation ironic.
Mm-hmm.
Melvin, your mom didn't wear a single fucking Chargers jersey until you scored your first touchdown as a Charger, and that wasn't until 26 games in, 27 games in as a Charger. Does this mean that she now is going to wear your goddamn Chiefs jersey? I just want to know.
I'm happy for him winning this Super Bowl, man. I've always liked Melvin Gordon, even though he's
I like Melvin Gordon.
You know,
I like Melvin Gordon. Comedy aside, me poking fun and me, like throwing little jokes out there aside, I'm actually glad that he got a trophy. I felt like he contributed almost damn near a little bit everywhere he went. I'll never forget that meme of him looking over at Russell Wilson on the sideline, like, "Yo, I know that I'm fucking up, but yo, you fucking up." Like, people expect me to fuck up.
He called him out, you know. Didn't he admit too that he was like, "Yeah, you goddamn right, I rode the coattails of this Chiefs team." You know, like,
he admitted it. Yeah, he admitted it, and I respect that. Mm-hmm. From one Chiefs topic onto the. Oh, by the way, I just want to toss this on there. Yes, Travis Kelce. I officially watched a lot of tight ends play. No pun intended. Pause.
Shout out to the female variety.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go there, but you just took us there. You know,
eats the booty like Kevin.
It was fantastic.
Going Zeke on that booty. You
know. Someone record.
Ass eating aside.
1953.
We have talked way too much about eating ass this thing. No, for real though. Travis Kelce, I am dubbing it here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. You're already in my top 5 favorite tight ends, and I love watching this position just go from what it was when we all were youths watching this game, little jits watching this game, to now where you see that position actually have value and actually fucking mean something. He's the greatest tight end of all time. He reminds me a lot of what Steph Curry did with the 3-point shooter in the NBA. I feel like that's what Travis Kelce did with the tight end in the NFL.
Not Gronk.
Gronk, give me a Ray Allen comparison for Gronk.
Ray Allen comparison for Gronk.
Give me Ray Allen for Gronk, because Ray Allen was that 3-point shooter.
Okay, I like that.
Know, like Shannon Sharp's more like Larry Bird to me. You know, like.
Kelsey's been a little more consistent. You know.
Yeah, like if I were to go through, that might be a really good TikTok. Comparing NFL tight ends to their impact in the game of football.
Yeah.
With NBA 3-point shooters. Damn.
Now you got fat wide receivers who can't make it as wide receivers trying to be tight ends.
Kelvin Benjamin.
Poor Kelvin Benjamin. R.A.P.
Tim Tebow.
He did nothing. Kelvin did nothing. Kelvin did nothing to end up on us roasting him just then. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there though.
He ate our roast. That's what he did.
He what?
Yeah,
he ate what?
He ate our roast.
Yeah, he did. That's good fun right there, Pat.
Really quick, I got it since I just said Antonio Gates is probably Reggie Miller for me.
Gates, Reggie Miller.
Except for Antonio Gates was actually good at the game.
Antonio Gates was a fucking beast.
Who's Tony Gonzalez though? Who's Tony Gonzalez?
You know what? No,
Jordan, because he's the best tight end ever.
No, Tony Gonzalez is probably would probably have to be Reggie. Damn, no, Tony Gonzalez would have to be Reggie.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would even throw Jason Witten out there.
Yeah,
he helped kind of shape up the tight end.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably like the pre-George Kittle when you think about it. Can pass catch, can pass block, can run block, can do it all.
Yeah, except Kittle just has more screws loose. Something's fucked up with that man.
But I mean, when you're talking about like some guys that do one or the other, right? Jimmy Graham was just a pure pass catcher. But like Witten was everything.
He
wasn't elite at the receiving role.
I got a question for every panel member. Everyone has to answer at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We should call them by tight ends. The ones that can pass block and
everyone has you get to pick one. You get to pick one position group to have a beer with.
Ooh.
Which position group is it? 3, 2, 1. Rapid fire. Go.
D-line. I'm gonna go D-line.
D-line.
I was gonna say probably linebackers. They're fucking dudes are maulers.
They're pretty fun. Yeah, they'd be pretty fun.
Could you imagine having beers with Lawrence Taylor? He would probably bring out nose beers, but
oh god, he'd bring out a fucking like
someone's getting sat on if you're going with the line. Like I've been to those parties. Like it just someone's just getting punched constantly.
Oh really? Oh well, I mean that's why D-line. I don't know. Like I was a D-line guy.
It's evolving into wrestling. And the coffee table's getting broken.
Who did you pick? What was your position group?
I didn't pick a group yet.
Anyone that comes to mind?
He said Aaron Rodgers. He just said Aaron Rodgers. He said that my position is Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think anyone wants to have a beer with
Aaron. And he wouldn't have a beer. He'd have a pint of ayahuasca with him instead.
He would spike your beer.
You know what a pint of ayahuasca? You won't get through the fucking pint. You won't take a sip and be like, oh.
Patrick doesn't. He goes full throttle out there.
Take it from me. I've done DMT. I haven't done ayahuasca yet. I've done DMT though, and look, a little bit is just enough.
I've done mushrooms and acid, and that took me back quite a bit. I was fun as fuck, but it was
it's talking about really open
whole another fucking world, whole another fucking.
You know what?
Give me that long snapper.
The long snapper.
Okay.
I'm gonna have beers with the long snapper.
He's gonna have
analytical that is, like how exact he is in particular about the words he says. He's gonna tell you some serious shit.
I like it. Okay. So hey, beers by position group right there.
Yeah.
Goddamn Leafs. Can't even post that comment. It's funny though. Getting into the next topic. Big news. Big news. Eric Bieniemy, who we thought honestly was probably gonna like maybe even retire as like a Kansas City Chief.
Yeah, maybe.
Is moving on to maybe not so much greener pastures. I mean, with the way that the offseason talk with this team is happening right now, greener pastures seem to be ahead. Bidding wars and so on and so forth aside, Eric Bieniemy will be the new OC. Won't be a head coach, and we know why he won't be a head coach. Well, legal problems and curses a lot in interviews, more than what we do on this show. Thoughts on this move? Kind of a lateral move. Well, it's not really a lateral move because now you get the chance to really prove. You've already proven yourself with Mahomes and the Chiefs and so on and so forth. Now you're proving yourself kind of in what we talked about last week with the whole, Steve Wilkes thing being DC in San Fran. Are we kind of looking at this the same way? Payne.
The way I would look at it, I don't know the San Fran situation too well, but I would look at it as you said, he's going to prove himself, right? It's one of those issues that, unlike Adam Gase and the other guys have, where they get to go somewhere and they'll be like, "Oh my God, you saw how Nathaniel Hackett helped out Aaron Rodgers, or did you see how Adam Gase helped out Peyton Manning?" Like Eric Bieniemy had like the opposite, right? You have Mahomes and Andy Reid, like
yeah, it was.
And I'm curious if this, because we've seen this before, right? These guys will get the hookup for making Hall of Famers, mm-hmm. But Eric's not getting the same love, so he's going to go over to Washington, a shit show organization, and if he's able to turn it around at all, it's going to fucking look amazing. Because it's going to be hilarious. He makes a 5th round quarterback go off. Oh, dude, it's going to be fucking wild. And I think Ron Rivera is also the guy to go with too.
Yeah.
How is from so just kind of give you guys some background here. Hal is going to be is presumed to be the start at this given moment. If that is who we are riding with into next season.
Yeah.
It is sounding like Bezos is probably going to win this bid. It is between Bezos and I cannot remember the fucker's name. And we've talked about him so much on this show when we talk basketball. The owner for the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh. He's Meek Mill's best friend. I can't remember his name. Dude's loaded.
Josh Harris?
I think it's that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude is fucking loaded. If things fall into place with either of those as owners, I could see to where this is starting to make sense, and maybe this is something bigger for Washington. And give me your thoughts here, Payne, before we get into David. That maybe it's $6 million. It's set at $6 million or $6 billion. It's set at $6 billion right now. Do you think that maybe should Rivera come up short this season as a head coach, and he's already had health problems throughout this previous season, this is an easy kind of give me to the enemy
all day, easily, because at that point you're not hiring someone, you're promoting from within, and it's going to seem so much better for them on paper than it would the other way. So I think it works out. I think Ron Rivera kind of had a weird year where it didn't look good from him. He had that goof up where he didn't know that it was the playoff game. He was like, "Wait, this is the game that decides our playoffs. Oh shit, I shouldn't have played Carson Wentz." That kind of situation. He was probably on his way out anyways. So we'll see what goes on with Bieniemy. Eric B.
For me, so Payne actually brought up an interesting point, highlighting the fact that Nathaniel Hackett got a head coaching job. Adam Gase got multiple head coaching jobs. Don't know why the fuck that happened. But Eric Bieniemy has yet to receive one, and coincidentally, two of those guys.
We'll talk about that later. Don't worry.
Two of those guys are white. One of them is black. And I'm praying to God that the rationale for why they haven't hired Eric Bieniemy as a head coach is not race related. But
it's not. Like
I hope not. I'm not saying it is. I just hope not.
Skills are shit. And bro had a couple of DVs. He got some DUIs.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Homie is scrapper, bro.
Here's the thing about that. So he had the DUI back in 2001, and he had incidents, I believe, when he was still in college at the University of Colorado, and then when he joined the NFL, where he had threatened a female in a parking lot, and then that he had committed assault in like a bar incident, Yeah. I got a rap sheet a mile long, so I can't talk. No, I'm kidding. No, but it's there goes my stock, No, but it's wild though, man. Like all that shit happened 35 plus years ago, except for the DUI, And a DUI, it's bad. Don't do it. Don't drink and drive, people. Please don't do it. But I'm not going to think you're an awful person if you commit a DUI. Like, come on now. You know?
No.
Robbie is nodding.
No, like I don't know. Like I don't think that.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Just your look on your face. You're just like, yeah, you goddamn right. That was great. But no, getting back to my point though with Eric Bieniemy, I think he should be hired as a head coach. I love it too, Robbie. It's too great. He should be hired as a head coach. But this is a good choice for him if he's not going to. Steve Wilkes is not hired as a head coach because we've seen him coach before. And it was like we saw him as an interim head coach for the Panthers, and we saw him coach an entire season with the Cardinals. Now, he was fired prematurely with the Cardinals because he only got one season to show for. But at the same time, let's not disregard the fact that it wasn't impressive when he was coaching as a head coach. For Bieniemy, we've yet to see him be a head coach. I think what he's trying to do is this job is his best opportunity to segue into a head coaching job by proving that he can hold his own as a play caller 100% of the time, as opposed to a fraction of the time like he did with Andy Reid, who was the predominant play caller for the Chiefs. So this is a resume builder right here to take on this job with the Washington Commanders, and I like it. I like it in that regard if he wants to be a head coach.
And I like it from that angle as well. One thing that I also want to add there with what you were saying there, David, is with this move, not only is it his ability to prove his ability as a head coach, but you guys remember those really bad clock management days of Andy Reid?
Yeah, that's rough.
You don't think that maybe a little bit of that kind of got cured once him and Eric B were kind of peed up?
It's good.
Or were kind of paired up? What the great Rakim was never the same without Eric B. And Eric B was never the same without Rakim. I'm just saying.
Very true.
Yeah, that was bars. I am on fire right now. Yo, speaking of being on fire, I've been on a betting heater. We're going to talk about that later. Pat, take it away.
Am I surprised that he did not get a head coaching job this cycle? No, not at all.
No.
It's the same stuff as the last few years. Everyone wants to downplay and ignore the past. All right, the past is out there; it exists, and right now the league's saying we're not ready to take that on, knowing that, especially with an unproven head coach. Mm-hmm. If he had coached previously and was successful, I think people would ignore it. They don't know what they're going to get him running everything.
Yeah.
I think that leaves a lot of question marks for an organization. And with the amount of turnover that we've seen with head coaches in the last 5 years, the league cautioning teams of giving out these big contracts to coaches and the nearly $1 billion worth of head coaching contracts that are being paid out to people who are not coaching anymore. It's a problem for this league. That's money for the league, for each team, for the players, that is not going.
And the league has sent out letters about the turnover at coaching.
So either shorten the contracts.
I don't believe that, Leafs. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think he can get a head coaching job. It's just going to take time.
I'm excited for him to get to build his own offensive staff with Washington, bring in his own guys that he wants to work with. Mm-hmm. I think play calling, if he's given that full run with play calling, gives him an opportunity to really show where he's at. And in a year, give him that shot. Yeah. In 2 years, give him that shot. He's going to be in the talks forever. It's just until he gets it, he's going to be a talking point.
You know what? Get ready to put superheroes over this tape. Okay? Straight up. Get ready to lace that song right over this right here. Listen. Sam Howell, get ready to climb up the ranks of fantasy football QB Italy. Okay? The man is about to be a shooting star.
I like the Commanders next year, too.
I really like what's about to happen here. I love the culture change. We have seen that culture change has been able to already turn this team around to where we have been able to be relevant here in recent memory. Bring in Eric B. And then also kind of in a way how we see with quarterback competitions, giving that a little bit of a coaching competition a little bit here. We already know that Rivera is a defensive-minded coach. This man has always been that way. That is his claim to fame and forever will be his claim to fame. If Eric B can do what Scott Turner could not do, and if he can make Sam Howell, before I was not on Sam Howell, but if he can make Sam Howell, Minnie Mahomes, then, bro, I'm riding with this. This is the perfect conspiracy. That people want to talk about the script. The NFL is rigged. You want a fucking script? I'm gonna write a script for you right here, right now on Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Because here's what's gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. If you smell what the NFL script is cooking,
Stupid.
Eric Bieniemy will play call everyone, run circles around everyone else on that staff this year. Should Washington come up with a mediocre record, which is well within the realm of possibilities, with a sophomore at quarterback, not knowing who's going to be the real official wide receiver to get Terry McLaurin some help, trying to keep the defense together. No, I think that Chase Young could probably end up over there. Deron Payne, I think, is staying.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how they keep that deal.
Give me Bieniemy as Washington's head coach at the end, heading into that at the end of 2020, at the end of 2023, or even possibly being interim midway through the season.
I just wonder if Daniel Snyder will make that hire, though, because he's such a. I mean, I don't trust that motherfucker at all. If he's still owning the team,
No, we've already. It's official. We brought him in. He is it. He is him. Eric Bieniemy is now Hemi Neutron for the Washington Commanders. Draw up your plays, boy genius.
David, were you saying that in terms of head coach for?
Yeah, as a head coach
for Dan Snyder.
I'm talking about head coach.
Yep.
Justin. Justin, if we are last in the division, Rivera's gone, Bieniemy's promoted to head coach. Write the script, NFL.
I think it's going to be a great. I mean, I really like it because I think he's going to inject a lot of what Andy Reid's done with the West Coast offense, and especially the spread offense with a lot of motion. And because you guys got some speedsters over there in Washington, man, and what he can do with those guys, it's going to be a match made in fucking heaven, dude.
And should this deal get done within the next week or so, which is what it sounds like this time, because the time frame is the deadline's closing for Daniel. Daniel has to make a decision on who the buyer is.
Yeah.
Should it be Big Bank Bezos, Sugar Daddy Bezos? You can want and dine me, Jeffy B. Okay? Then hear me out, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a wild fucking ride in the NFL. Because that man's going to hire football minds, and that or everyone in Washington is going to get fired. Everyone in that front office is going to get fired because he's going to be like, I already know what I'm going to do. Jeffy B already knows what he's going to do. Get ready for real football minds, football guys to really be in Washington. And who knows? I might get a job.
Stupid. Funny.
Washington hires Robbie Johnson to be their defensive.
I mean, unemployment's at an all-time low right now, so it's possible.
Oh my goodness!
Damn, Pat, Jesus.
Let's get in. Let's
bottom there for Washington. No, I'm kidding.
Why does Eric Bieniemy have to be the enemy, bro? That was bars.
What did Chris Berman call him? Eric sleeping with Bieniemy after that movie with Julia Roberts or whatever.
Oh God!
Yeah.
God. Oh God! What a pun. Justin, with my I did not write Carr on the show sheet. He wasn't in the script tonight. On the I can't say the word script now without fucking laughing. And like we're 3 weeks removed from that joke, and I still cannot laugh at people that people really still think that sports scripted. No, Carr to the Jets though. Like. I'm thinking that it's going to be Rodgers for real.
Yeah.
But we're going to get like weird conspiracy theories and shit, like as the offseason progresses. By the way, shout out to XFL. Yo, if anyone can find me where I can place XFL bets tomorrow and Sunday. Let me know because I have not seen a damn thing on DraftKings, which is sad. Next topic here that I want to get into. I actually have to decide which one.
Bet US.
Okay.
Yep, you can bet XFL with Bet US.
You said what? I did not hear you.
My bros at Bet US can
Bet US.
XFL.
Bet US. We can bet XFL. Bet US. Hell yes. Let's get through another topic here before halftime. Damn, I can go a bunch of different directions with this. I'm gonna save. XFL is on DraftKings. I didn't fucking see it. I'm gonna check after the show. But someone should check on that Dallas 5.5 for me. That Dallas, wow, that'd be dope, chat. If the chat can hook a Rumboy up.
Speaking of DK, did anyone see DK's dunks in the celebrity game?
DK was dunking. Yeah, DK was dunking. I was watching the game while I was in the barber chair.
I just saw that in that realistic leaping catch he made. You know,
This shit was fire.
That was as real as Brady's throwing the ball into the what's it called? Anything.
My thing is, DK looked so fucking awkward during a celebrity game in a basketball jersey. Like, I almost wanted to fucking throw up. Like, he should never, ever, ever think about playing basketball ever again. Damn. Like, he just looks awkward. Like, he looks awkward. And then 21 Savage passing him the ball. Like, 21. Like, it was just weird. It was weird. I
gotta watch that. Yeah. What about track star?
It was comedy for all I was doing was just cracking jokes in the barber chair, bro. Let's go ahead. We'll touch on the Cardinals, Gannon, Kyler thing really quick. Because I feel like Kyler is just such. We love Kyler Murray, but there's some low hanging fruit that we can kind of get into there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw the video. I saw it on Instagram. The Cardinals posted it and really hyped it the fuck up. Both shutouts right now. So, what are y'all's thoughts on kind of like your first initial interaction between Gannon and Kyler? How the fuck did Gannon get an NFL job? Is this what it takes for the Cardinals to turn things around, or are they needing to like? I mean, what else needs to be done? I mean, this team is fucking abysmal to me, in my personal point of view. Fack. Sound like Mahomes there with Kermit the Frogs. Well,
yeah, this Cardinals have some things to figure out. It's going to take some time, and reality is Kyler's not going to be ready week 1. So what do? Do you sit him the entire year, let him heal, let him get right, and get that top pick, move forward, pull a Bears, create a bidding war for a quarterback that you don't need, or put Kyler out there to be traded if you decided after that season that you're not ready to build around Kyler anymore, but someone else will want to. There's options for you. 2023 is a dead and lost season for the Cardinals, and it died as soon as Kyler tore his ACL.
Interesting.
And I think, in having watched the Super Bowl, Kyler may have grounds for a lawsuit against the Arizona Cardinals and their field crew, their grounds crew for that field.
Why is that? Just because of the injury, or did they attribute it definitively to the field?
I would say that non-contact injury with that turf and with that field, field conditions. It was a new field for the Super Bowl, but they were having similar problems in Arizona all year.
Okay.
People were saying Arizona was slippery most of the year. I think
Getting into the juicy topics.
Tyler's got something there.
What-
Should he do it? No, he won't do it. It would be a career suicide move. But
I did wonder why the people were slipping so much in the Super Bowl. Some people claimed it was because of Rihanna's halftime set that kind of squashed the field and
all
you couldn't
that
give
all
them
that wet ass
traction.
pussy.
You know, oh, God.
No, they were slipping before that show even started.
It's just entirely coated with pussy. All
I thought it was a water. Water, bro. Come on.
Oh God! Oh, just some wet ass. It's just some WAP. You know, it was made out. The field was made out of WAP. That's
It was either WAP or placenta.
God. Okay. Before I vomit. No. The thing is with Kyler, they're gonna need to find a way to kind of reel in his ego. He's got a little bit of an ego, so he can be a bit.
Wow! Whoa! Fuck! God damn it, Leaves. Continue.
Whoa. Oh yeah, I heard about that story. It seems a little dicey as to what exactly happened.
We're not going to touch on that. Keep it going.
No, I'm not going to touch on that.
We're going to ignore that. Even though fuck.
God damn, it's dark. Kyler Murray, though, no, you got to reel in his ego a little bit. You know, he kind of got off a little bit. I mean, the whole contract demand was so fucking cringy. I mean, it was so, the way the agent wrote out that letter was like writing it, you know, like for a 5-year-old. It was really cringy. And I'm not saying
the fact that they tried to fucking put the whole film clause and shit in there, like.
No, when he was seeking out his new contract. Remember when he was like, Kyler needs this much money for him to succeed, okay? And it's like, it just was like, the way he wrote it out was just so, the wording and the phrasing was like, it sounded like a spoiled Toys R Us kid, you know?
We're not having enough Drew Rosenhauses is what it is, David.
Yeah, we need more Drew fucking Rosenhaus, God.
I'm on one today.
No, but the Cardinals, it's an appealing job. Here's the thing. I actually like the Cardinals roster, believe it or not. I think the issue is they're not meshing well together right now. Like the defense has a ton of talent, which is the biggest issue, I think, out of everything was the defense. But they're not meshing well. It's almost like the Vikings. You know, the Vikings defense was a fucking joke. But you look up and down that defensive side of the ball in terms of the roster and the player personnel, it looks really attractive, you know, on paper. But they're not meshing well together. And I think what it comes down to is you need to establish a new form of discipline as a head coach to get these guys to mesh better than what we saw with Cliff Kingsbury. You know, I mean, Cliff Kingsbury was so incompetent.
What I saw in that Instagram, to your point just then, what I saw in that Instagram video was Gannon almost kind of immediately kind of back down to Kyler in that handshake in that meeting when he was like, "Hey, we're gonna get wins. We're gonna, you know." Like, I understand, like, trying to boost up your guy, but, like,
yeah,
you know that the camera's in front of you. You know the camera's in front of your face. So you already know you know that us as analysts and podcasters, we're going to fucking sit back and we're going to analyze and we're going to pick apart everything from your body language to how you reach in, everything. Right. He reached in very authoritative, and it was like, "Hey, I'm your new coach. I'm here." And like he was like, "Hey, we're going to get wins," would seem like, you know, like kind of like an exchange of like, "I'm here for you." But I don't know if you're really going to do that. And I don't know if Kyler seemed a little excited, but I feel like you're excited because you feel like this is someone that you might be able to push around and get over on.
Well, and that's a great point. I mean, I haven't seen the video of him interacting with Kyler. I need to check it out. So my apologies for not being able to speak much on that.
It's a small interaction, but you can unpackage a lot from it.
Yeah, body language says a ton. You're not wrong, one bit. And that's going to be important too. And you know, I wasn't too big on the hire, like, because both coordinators from the Eagles were hired. And I think you need to kind of play it safely. You need to tread lightly if you're going to pursue that, because obviously they're two of the hotter coordinators on the hottest team. But how much of it is predicated on Nick Sirianni? How much of it is predicated on the front office with Howie Roseman?
Nothing is predicated on Sirianni's immature ass.
Well, I like Nick Sirianni. I think he's a good coach. I think
You're
he did a great
the only
job.
person in sports fucking podcasting history that's ever said that. Outside of the Eagles podcast.
No bias as a Commanders fan now? Come on now.
Dude, no one likes that man is corny as fuck, bro. That man is more corny than a fucking Coney Island corn dog, bro. That man is corny as fuck, bro.
Speaking of corn dogs, though, this dude that Jonathan Gannon couldn't fucking account for the corn dog plays that Andy Reid was running with fucking Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney. And
The
that's why I'm worried
Blackhawks
about
beat the
this, Howard,
Senators? What the fuck?
And that's why I'm a little bit worried about Jonathan Gannon taking on this job if he's the right guy, because I was not impressed with the way he handled the Super Bowl from a schematic standpoint, playing a ton of zone coverage for a team that was just dumping it off, checking the ball down, And so you brought up great points about Jonathan Gannon. I will say, I'm going to defend my guy, Nick Sirianni now. You went a little far right there. Is he a corn dog? You're not wrong. But he's my corn
20,
dog,
bro.
baby. He's my corn dog. I'm right. If I were an Eagles fan, I'd be riding with that guy. That's my guy right there.
Sirianni's a fucking douche, bro. Like, Sirianni's fucking ass, bro. Jalen Hurts got those ass Super Bowl. Sirianni didn't. When you have quarterbacks like, bro, stop it.
I love that nod at the camera when the camera was penny. He's like, I love that shit, dude. That was great.
Fucking Sirianni. Paying anything you want to add, please.
I mean, I said this shit in fucking preseason last year. I don't know why they paid Kyler. I fucking said that shit. I don't get it. I don't know why they paid Kyler.
I feel like you can win with Kyler.
Huh?
I feel like you can win with Kyler.
No, you fucking can't. Yeah, he's not that fucking good. I'm gonna say it again. He's not that good.
Is he a top 10 quarterback or no?
Not for the money he was asking.
No. What? He's not a top 10 quarterback with his dual threatness?
I think he can be with the right weapons. I don't
need a dual threat guy that's 5'9". I don't need it. He can't quarterback sneak. He was the quarterback get carried across.
Last year in 2021, he was the best deep ball thrower in the game. I'm just saying. In 2021, best deep ball thrower in the game.
Did he finish the season?
I know he's got some.
He got a fucking ace. Come on, Pang.
Dude doesn't finish seasons. He throws the balls at the back of people's heads. He has to scramble half the time. Unlike Jalen Hurts, when he figured it out in 2 years.
Bro, you've given him receivers that are old as shit or either aging.
Marquise Brown isn't that old, and neither is
Marquise Brown's not good at football, Pang.
And Kyler started 16 games in each of the first 2 seasons now. Let's not forget that.
What happened?
Kyler started 16 games in each of the first 2 seasons. He has missed the last 2 seasons in terms of a certain amount of games, but the first 2 he finished them.
So you're telling me if you're the Cardinals, you're stoked right now to have this roster with Kyler Murray?
I'm hoping that I can get rid of all the receivers and start fresh. They fumbled the Cardinals with how many receivers in that fucking receiver room that they kept keeping, and they were fucked. All right, I'll be honest. This show's been on air since 2018.
Mm-hmm.
When they couldn't make up their minds about telling Larry Fitzgerald, no, you need to fucking go. You need to retire. When they weren't forcing this man out the door, and you're keeping him, but then dropping fresh draft picks that you just fucking drafted. Just to keep a veteran and build a legacy. And now, Arizona, you haven't won shit, Arizona.
I'm more nervous, too, about the teams that are surrounding them in the NFC West, because you've got the Rams, who, if they get Matt Stafford back healthy, they could be interesting. And the 49ers and Seahawks were both 2 playoff teams this year,
Stafford's got a messed up vertebrae, and he's already previously broken his back. I'm not excited for Stafford to come back no matter what.
Yeah, I'm not excited about Stafford
He's not going to come back and be able to throw more than 30 yards.
Well,
let's say right now.
It's going to happen. I'm just saying.
Retirement tour, he couldn't throw more than 10 yards.
Is so good.
What if he turns into Peyton Manning post those neck surgeries? I'm not saying he's going to be 55 touchdowns, but just a competent quarterback. I'm just saying.
I'm just throwing it out there about fucking Kyler. He as a 101, fine, it made sense to take him, but we're talking about 4 to 5 years later. They extended the guy when they shouldn't have extended the guy. That roster is already downhill. We could see this injury come in at some point. If it wasn't ACL or anything, he was going to get fucked up. He's always good in the first half, kind of shitty in the second. And you can blame Cliff Kingsbury. That was another portion I didn't like. I didn't like Cliff.
Yeah,
I didn't like anything about this fucking roster.
Really quick, to Aiden's point, there's probably a couple of different players that I would take over Ronaldo. LeBron is a GOAT in his own right. He is not my personal GOAT. I think that you have to start having the conversation of who is your personal GOAT. If you grew up during the LeBron era and you didn't get to see what I got to see, I'm no longer faulting you. I get it. Because I've gotten to see LeBron, I've got to see Kobe, I've gotten to see Jordan. I've gotten to see, the whole shit play out in my whole life. So my opinions on each player, I feel like at this point you just have to respect. I'm agree with Uncle Shay Shay, honestly. And a lot of times me and Uncle Shay Shay, we don't agree a lot of times, but I'm agreeing with Uncle Shay Shay here. You got to appreciate each and every player's greatness, especially when you've seen it and you've seen similarities and just different things. You have to really appreciate it. And I think that's really where that argument has to stand. I think you're kind of closed-minded if you can't accept that each one, like you're really super fucking closed-minded. Like, I'm not even gonna hold back. You're fucking closed-minded as shit. Like, you probably like vanilla sex. Like, honestly, if you can't be open up to be like, damn, LeBron was great during his period, and like I respect what he did, but damn, I respect what Kobe did and that killer instinct and that Mamba shit. But damn, Jordan, like, look at all of his stats, and like I have all of his shoes, and like you're fucking stupid if you can't just appreciate like each one, like for real, like
you're right.
Like, if you're going the fraud and doing that and just hating LeBron. If you can't say LeBron is a top 10 player,
anywhere from that's a respectable take, but that's wild, Robbie.
In my opinion, Jordan is the greatest basketball player ever. But just as confident as I am in saying that, I'm as confident in saying that LeBron is at least a top 2 player ever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'll say top 3. I can't say top 2 because I have to include Kobe.
I think he's.
I don't think Kobe's top 5.
Better Kobe.
I don't even think Kobe's top 5 either. He's top 10, but not top 5.
Kobe shot up those ranks when he died.
Aiden, enjoying thinking that that's acceptable within your own personal life. That's wild within itself. Why would you settle?
But if anyone who has LeBron outside top 5, I think is actually.
How is that cat? How is it cat, bro? For real. Like if it is super, super, super close-minded. To just straight up to not be able to appreciate just the greatness, of what each one has done. Especially at this point of this argument between the three. Like, come on. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I don't care. I've landed on the Jordan side of it of the debate. Or not Jordan, on the LeBron side of the debate. I can't. That's my personal opinion on it. I feel like the conversation's been happening for the last 15 years.
Yeah, it's been.
Anyways, we're off topic, by the way.
As soon as that became a relevant conversation, to me, that gave legitimacy to it. And to see what he's done over the last 15 years since that conversation, you have to say.
I'm like for real. Like,
so for me. I don't care. I don't care if you have Jordan as your GOAT. I don't care if you have LeBron as your GOAT. I don't care if you have Kareem as your GOAT. Don't diminish the greatness that we get to see.
For sure, I agree with you saying.
No, that's just but maybe that's because all of us as sports analysts, like we've been doing this content creator job for so long, and we're pursuing such big dreams within these roles that I think that there becomes a certain point when you've covered sports and you've covered certain players for so long to where you just, on this side of things at least, I think that you develop a different respect. And there was a conversation that I really wanted to bring up. But and we'll probably get into it in the second half. Pat, I know that you have some things to handle, but I really wish I had your input on this. Actually, just toss your input in before we get into halftime, and I'll get into the other two at the second half of the show. All of us have obviously our own personal fandom, but we have been doing this side of things for so long that you kind of learn how to. Your fandom eventually takes a back seat because you're breaking down so many different players and you're breaking down so much film, and you're really learning the business, and you're so integrated in all of it to a point to where operating with a lot of the cash and the GP, the general public outside of this setting becomes hard. How do you kind of, when you're associating on social media, when you're not on air, what is your best advice to the people that are more like the casual fans of maybe so of their teams and, can get rose-tinted glasses really quick during the off season? Like, how do you balance that emotion, those ebbs and flows?
I tend to take a more critical eye to my own team than a rose-colored tint, and that's where I tend to be the realist on it, and setting aside the super competitiveness, because nothing. At the end of the day, the off season doesn't matter in terms of what those conversations are. What's going to matter is what's going to happen September through December or January.
For me, I do not predicate any of my takes on bias whatsoever. You see me bash my fucking Bears to oblivion,
Well, I've worked with all three of you.
So you already know. I take it from an objective perspective. That's how I describe it. An objective perspective. And I think that if you want to be taken seriously as an analyst in the industry, you've got to come into it with that. If you don't, everyone's going to call you out for being a clown like that, looking at it with just from a biased fucking perspective. Unless you're joking around, and that's a different story.
Yeah, like when you're doing comedy or sketches, you got to keep things interesting from that content career standpoint. Because I get DMs all the time where people are like, "I want to do what you do," then I'm like, "Well, bro, you're getting so caught up in your own, team. Like, if you want to do that, then just make content about your team,
And the only thing worse than that too, than being biased, is throwing a little pissy fit to where you got to block people or start attacking people just because they disagree with you about your fucking team. That shit is so pathetic. It is so low to do that shit.
I use TikTok in a way where I don't use my own account name. Mm-hmm. I don't use my persona that I've created, the patron saint. You're not going to find that on TikTok.
He's got
because you know what TikTok is for me. TikTok is a place for me to go and do that shit, do that elementary grade school shit. And when I get sick of someone,
I can
go ahead and go block them. I will respond to people and block them immediately, just so other people can upvote my comment later where I dissed them, and they can't ever respond to it.
Is this just you trolling people? Is this what I'm?
That's how I relax at the end of the night.
Well, kind of going back to one of the things I said earlier in the show, when I threw that shot at Chargers Nation, you there's nothing worse when I see someone on social media that I may personally know, and I'm talking bro, we went to the same high school. We played on the same fucking team. We started on the same fucking roster. Football. So that 33.3% of everyone's roster at the end of the season is getting fucking gone. Cut, whether that's retirements, fucking, you name it, free agency, trade, So the fact that when I see certain, it's weird to me. So I feel that there has to be a way to kind of maybe understand more so of how it works. And maybe that's where kind of we come in as a podcast and just listening to different podcasts. It maybe comes into play. Pang, what is your perspective kind of on just can one get too sucked into their own fandom, and can that maybe give them more stress as a sports fan?
Of course. I mean, right? If you're sitting there following your fucking team and you become obsessive about it, just with anything, you become obsessive. The minute that shit doesn't go your way, you're fucking mad. You're like, oh, fuck, I was so into this. Well, here's the thing. You can get into something as much as you fucking want. You can get into sports. You can get into some fucking chick. Get some dude looking at you, Robbie. Doesn't mean they like you back. Doesn't mean they'll treat you well. You can get into it as much as you want, man. Think about it, right? I can get into my fucking team. I can sit there buy 40 fucking jerseys. I can buy all 53 on the man roster. It doesn't change a win. It just makes me look like a fucking idiot. So yeah, you get sucked into your fandom and you can do all that shit. 10 all the games, do all that bullshit. Doesn't change anything, right? Sure, you going out there and drop kicking the enemy fucking quarterback that game, there's nothing that's going to change shit. So People do. People get obsessed as hell. You saw these dudes punching their fucking TV like they're on their field and shit.
Oh God!
And I saw some of the cleanest jerseys I've ever fucking seen in my life when those guys that were smashing their TVs.
Where's my $1 jersey if we lose again?
Payne's just like, yeah, you can get sucked into your fandom if you're
Like-
on the internet, if you're eating dinner, if you're taking it up the
And I
ass.
love what kind of brought up Pat when he brought up and then Aiden here, like TikTok sports betting. Don't get me wrong, I find some really good folks, but then there's some where I'm like, bro, do you realize I hit more than you do, and I do not post my shit publicly so I can get fucking embarrassed and laughed at? Like, I don't know. Some of that's a little bit weird. Some of that's a little bit weird. And like a lot of them how, yeah, cool, you got followers off your fan base, but then you're doing a live stream, you're trying to give people sports advice, and people are coming into your fucking live stream and they're like, hey, like, what do you think about, I'll throw a random one out there. What do you think about the Lions Packers over under? And like these dudes just like, yeah, just smash you over. And it's like, yo, you just told the 1,000 people that you're watching to smash it over without you not pulling up a single fucking thing. You ain't do shit. You ain't consult. You ain't phone a friend. You ain't use a lifeline, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. Like, bro, I'm a handicapper. But even I reach out to you guys. David, there's times where I'll be like, hey, yo, like, even here on the show, I'll be like, hey, yo, what do you think about that? And the whole time that you're explaining it, you're handicapping a game for me to help me out.
Yeah.
Payne, when you do your prize pick segments and when you're dropping like your underdog picks, like that shit is so respectful. Because it's like, okay, there's another way to play this. There's another perspective. During the Sunday or during the season when you were coming on the morning shows, like, hey, yo, here's my DFS lineup real quick. And I think that the reason why shows like ours and a couple of other shows we're able to provide such service and such a high level of passion and analytics behind what we do without being biased.
Yeah.
Can you pull up Aiden's last comment? Most recent one in the chat. I don't like that idea.
It's the people that charge.
I can make my own sandwich, but I'm still gonna pay someone that's better at making sandwiches than me.
So here's my thing: if you're charging, you're not like I'm all for anyone trying to make a profit or whatever, but like just run a tip system and just let people willingly do that. Step one. Step two, like if you're really winning like that, your whole goal is realistically to take the books for anything and everything. If you're winning like that, fuck paying me. Whatever you're about to pay me, like tip me. Like tip me, that's fine. Tipping is fine.
Yeah, I think tipping is a good thing to do at times.
Yeah, it's like
But if you're offering courses and shit, anytime someone offers you a fucking course that isn't like an actual, like me teach you how to do like statistics or some shit, I dodge them. I would dodge those guys.
Bro, get out of that. Yeah.
You say of course, there's a lot of fucking idiots out there paying for shit that are like, that isn't working for them.
But also on our side of things, if we're hitting at say a 59 or 60% clip, guess what? Money coming in through that avenue, that's not dependent on getting that money 60% of the time.
Yeah, bro.
So yes, we're gonna say let's.
Well, that's why you can't be gullible as shit, and buying into a fucking, third-party bullshit service,
Dude, and then people are like, tell me, bro. I'll tell maybe one or two of your picks. I'm not telling your whole fucking card. You think I'm a psycho? Like even when I post an 8-leg, like let's say I build a spider. I'm not even telling my fans, like I'm not telling my viewers, yo, tell every single pick. You're insane if you tell every single one.
Even my Super Bowl picks was, I think it went 3 for 4, and I was just like, yeah, I even said it too. I was like, I'm not stoked about Eagles fucking Chiefs. I think it's going to be a 1-score game, and it can go either way. Devonta Smith and the over. Those are the two fucking things, and Travis Kelce overs. I was like, just take those and just move the fuck on.
Dude, you called that Devontae Smith shit, by the way, too. I remember you.
To be fair, a lot of people did. Someone made a really good posting about it. A couple people did. They were talking about like, dude, it's gonna be man, 2 high safeties. Like Devontae Smith is gonna eat, and he did.
I will never let an AI. I will never let an AI pick fucking bets for me. That sounds psychotic.
I would if they could get it right.
I
love shit automated, man. I will tell you shit now. Someone could automatically make me money.
Man builds a machine.
If you can hack into it and ensure 100% accuracy, yeah, of course. Like it's
right.
That's the goal.
No, like here's for real. Like before we get into halftime, because Pat, I know you got things to do. We have a couple of really hot topics here in the fucking some spicy shit coming up in the second half of the show. One thing I want to add is find an analyst, find a handicapper, either a group of handicappers. That's one thing that we really pride ourselves on doing is like we try and like get you different perspectives. Maybe like David's not necessarily a handicapper, but he can give you, hey, this is what I think the script is going to look like. And that can help you kind of build a line and, things of that nature, right? Yeah. Any information is useful information. If you think this is a one-stop shop, like, I wish, find sources and resources that you like and that you favor. Find personalities that you like and you favor. Absolutely. But don't cling on to every fucking thing like it's not everything that Robbie says is gospel. Not everything that I pick is gospel. Mm-hmm. But have I been on a heater lately? God damn it, yes, I have. And my fucking missus enjoys it. Every fucking second of moving, you want to go to Nobu? Like, you're doing it, Mm-hmm. So, like, for real, like, and also, I posted this on Twitter the other day, share resources. Mm-hmm. Share picks, share props, like share information. If you do not share information, we all lack. We all suck. Like if we all do not make each other smarter, we all fail at beating the books. This is not about just you winning money or me winning money. This is about, at the end of the fucking day, us taking them for every fucking thing that they have. For real.
No, I got goosebumps hearing that. Fuck, that was inspirational right there.
That is really what it means to be a rum boy, and that's really what it means when you're betting. Yeah. Whether you are betting $1, whether you're betting fucking a couple of K, you are doing it to take them for a fucking ride. You're not doing it to pay your bills or your bar tab. You're doing it to fucking beat them, to show that you're smarter than them.
All I know is the guys that give you like 7 picks, and I'm like, fuck, dude, 7 picks is you're guaranteed to get a miss. Guaranteed to get a miss. Like Bobby said, you're not taking this as a parlay. You gotta take some of these as doubles and triples and singles, man, all fucking day.
Bro, if you guys have been following the heater and the journey that I've been on this like last week, it's been a fun fucking week. We are riding away. Ottawa fucked us tonight, and I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna get us back tomorrow. We got XFL. Let's get into the second half, or let's get into halftime really quick. I'm gonna breeze through that, and then we're gonna be back with roasting this man Bears.
Oh God, of course.
And much more.
Per usual.
Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the rum boys and girls. What it do? We love and appreciate you. We'll see you in a few.
Yeah. It's way darker this time. Look.
It's ironic that when I stopped competing with you niggas, that shit made it worse for you. Don't take it personal. Just know I'm capturing the essence of what nurtured you, shifted and made it versatile. This just to show and prove. They say that I'm a jerk, so boy, I do this shit for kicks. Just to get a leg up on these niggas, man, they need they fix. I provide the hits and you accept whatever you could get. Our choices here is different, kid. That's just how this shit is. Notice my absence made your view shift.
You see your peers and now you side out how they doing shit. Don't let the message of your ego make you ruin shit. You say you goated, oh boy, you a trip. Boy, you a trip. You know there's pressure in the road you choose to grow through. Can't put you on the pedestal and don't nobody know you. Can't say you top tier, but ain't no blood and sweat to show too. So swallow that pill. You know that pride can close your eyes and make you cold. And still these niggas talking like they know me better than I know myself. Had a crutch or two, but dropped them hoes to show that I get surgical. I'm clutching stealth, I'm clutching wealth. I'm only spending energy on shit that won't dispel. It's never easy when it's simply put. But simply put, it's fucking easy. I choose rap shit over food and breathing. Boy, this fat me greasy. I've been out here steaming, building bridges often cause I'm leaving. Then I bird them right along with demons. A fucking heathen, nigga. Look, I let it breathe. Let it breathe. I'm Harlem shaking through the pressure. Knock them down when they set up. Tell them I'll never let up. I'm Harlem shaking through the pressure. Knock them down when they set up. Tell them I'll never let up. I'm Harlem shaking through the pressure. Knock them down when they set up. Tell them I'll never let up. I'm Harlem shaking through the pressure. Knock them down when they set up. Tell them I'll never let up.
Welcome to Rumday Night Football with the Rumboyz Fantasy.
Nope, wrong commercial. Uno minuto.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey knife fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey knife fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight. You are Monkey Knife Fight. We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey knife fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, monkey knife fight.
Welcome to the one team and NFLPA family.
Monkey knife fight. Welcome to the family, monkey knife fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey knife fight!
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
Monkey knife fight! Monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife.
Mario Coin, GLD, collab,
Yeah, the gun let off like, yeah, shots fly the boy like, swing on the board like, beat up the boy like, yeah, shots go.
I missed the GLD.
Jump on the car.
And we are back. One moment here. Let me just finish getting the couple of set up, mate. Good day, mates.
Good day, mate. I just want to conduct an investigation to track down Pat's burner account on TikTok if I can.
Oh my god.
Fucking God. Do it. As long, hopefully that fucking account follows me.
See if I can
have,
track it down somehow, you know.
Speaking of TikTok, make sure you guys do follow the Rumboyz Fantasy Network on TikTok. You just look up Rumboyz Fantasy Network. All one word. Follow us for real. I have a couple of new sketches I'll be dropping mañana throughout the weekend. Saturday through Sunday, I'll be dropping some skits for you guys. So some new comedy, but also a lot of informative information. Who knows? We'll probably take a couple of clips from tonight and use them on the TikTok as well. So make sure you guys definitely hit us up over there. We really, really do appreciate it. Probably hear my little man's in the background having an episode, but it's okay. That's what happens when you're 4. We're going to get in here to the next half of the show. For really quick, I want to throw up this comment. Tell them to hire me, though. And we will definitely hit. Like, the heater that I've been on has been fucking amazing. Like, I've been clearing. And that's just been on Twitter. Like, I've been very public about it. Like, just so you guys know, I'm probably better than your favorite fucking analyst. Right? So yeah. Let's go ahead and get into the next topic, and that is David's Bears.
Oh my God. Everyone's favorite fucking inept organization out there. Corrupt, basically, at this point. I have to guess it is with how incompetent.
Miss McClaskey! Will you leave my sugar,
oh, I fucking hate this team. Yeah, let's rip this Band-Aid off my crotch, so to speak.
All right. So this shit went fucking viral from like Monday to like Wednesday. I'll say like Tuesday to Thursday even. This shit has been all over Insta. It has been all over TikTok. David is in a fucking private chat, right? So like just like the private chat that we do for like this show, like the green room. This motherfucker in the green room is like, guys, it's not real. It's not happening. They said it's not happening. Well, motherfucker, they also said that shit about Roquan.
Okay, I got rationale for why I say that, but I'll let you go first though.
I am on your head. Let me get this. I'm ready. We got Airbnb me, so I'm ready for this. Listen, the Chicago Bears are apparently have considered fielding phone calls for Justin Fields. What are our thoughts?
I guess I got to go first, right? I got to, right? So, okay. Like I said,
play every position.
This team,
and that's why they have to move him.
This team is like some sort of fucking front for football. They're not even a real football team, honestly. It almost feels like it's Stockholm syndrome for me to.
Y'all niggas suck.
To cheer on this team at this point, you know? We do fucking suck, man. You know, like I'm like forced into cheering for them. Like it's reluctant, you know, at this point. But nonetheless, I do feel
not even GLD chanking Brian your day, bro.
The one thing that is keeping me out of a fucking straitjacket right now is Justin Fields. I love the reenactment from you two, Robbie, because right there you're also in like a white walled room, so it's a great. It's great, dude. I love that. That was just perfect right there. Perfect improv. That was too great. No, one thing that's keeping me afloat is I believe that this is just a bunch of bullshit, you know, in terms of the rumors about this. I don't think they were this stupid. They're damn near close to brain dead stupid, okay? But not like, I mean, there's a pulse. It's a small pulse inside this fucking organization, but there's a pulse, okay? And that pulse is alive enough to realize that you don't move on from an electric talent like Justin Fields.
But this is the Bears. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. What I think their logic is, how many fucking picks can we get for this man? Like, how big could we load up and stock up? Like, I don't think that they're thinking about building around this man. Like, I'm gonna keep it true with you, bro.
They're gonna try, and they're gonna take.
You're my friend. I'm not supposed to lie to you.
All the wrong steps. I'm not saying you're wrong in that they're gonna fail at this shit mightily. I am very pessimistic about this team's future. But hear me out though. Why I don't think that they're gonna move on from him, because you brought up Roquan Smith. All right. When they said Roquan Smith, what was the phrase they said? "Quote unquote." Ryan Poles said, "I don't plan on trading him." What did they say about Justin Fields now? They said Justin Fields, quote unquote, is our 2023 starter. You can't say that and totally backtrack because it's going to look ridiculous.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're the Chicago Bears. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm sorry, you can. It's not that you can't. Plenty of organizations have done that. They've totally.
You are one of the most storied franchises in the league. You can.
We were. Now we're fucking like the swamp ass of NFL organization.
You can. But here's the thing. Your fan base. The way that your fan base is built, the motherfuckers gonna buy tickets no matter what, bro.
I feel like everyone thinks we're like all the Bears fans are just those motherfuckers from that SNL skit. You know, we
like
just
y'all are. Yes.
Chicago. We're going to get some brats,
bro. Y'all are all right. So like, remember before Philly got their first Lombardi.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Leafs defense. By the way, we're definitely trading #1 pick. Sorry, what was
y'all are definitely that. Y'all are definitely Philly before the Lombardi. Y'all became Philly before their first trophy, dog. Like Philly knows they're good.
Before 2017, yeah. No, I would disagree because remember the years
right now, your fan base is acting like Philly fans before the Lombardi.
Okay, in terms of like perpetual losing, like historically speaking, you're probably right about that. But leading up to their first Super Bowl win with Andy Reid, remember they had like 6 NFC title game appearances with Andy Reid. And a Super Bowl appearance. We had 2. We had fucking 2 with Lovie Smith. That was it, dude. We're clinging on to
I gave you way too much credit.
My fondest memories of when our team was actually for real was when Rex fucking Grossman was our quarterback.
What would happen if Carolina had a fucking fan base?
If Carolina is more competent than we are, dude. Come on, you're selling us too high, you know.
Like
you're blowing way too much smoke up our ass right now.
Hank, give me some shit, bro.
I don't think they'll trade Justin Fields, but they should trade Justin Fields.
Yes.
No. Hardcore.
No. Hey, let me get to it. This is the same issue I have with Kyler. Okay, it's not I don't believe their guys are good. Mm-hmm. It's because the organization's so far behind. They have nothing going on for this team.
That's just archaic.
Like
you're not wrong.
What
and
the
it's just
fuck
killing
did
me
the
to hear this,
Cardinals have?
You know
that was, and then now look at what the Bears have, and it's legitimately a poverty franchise. This isn't like, oh hey man, we have some a good line. We have a stout defense.
Hades is called. They're gonna donate money to you.
What the fuck do you have on this roster?
We don't even run on like
draft player on this team that isn't a joke.
We don't even run on draft capital or cap space. We run on fucking food stamps at this point. You know, with this organization.
Like look at your guys' receivers. It's like Byron Pringle, Amon Ross cousin.
What was that, Peng? Sorry.
Cousin, Byron Pringle, Chase Claypool, Velus Jones.
It's horrible.
That's your receivers.
You're not wrong.
And Darnell Mooney.
We got a good run game. We got a good run game.
No, you don't have a run game.
Oh,
Khalil Herbert and David Montgomery cannot finish seasons right now.
Okay, in terms of health, you're not wrong, but we just need one.
So what does this roster have that they can bring to Justin Fields besides finding a way to ruin him?
Okay, Eddie Jackson. Okay, listen, we got a couple.
Eddie Jackson can't play 52 other people at the same time. He's not 21 guys on the field on top of himself.
In our the most minuscule of defense that could possibly exist.
Damn.
Listen, our offensive line is slowly but surely getting better. Tevin Jenkins.
Your offensive line has Austin Leatherwood, a guy that got.
Look at what Aiden is saying. Yo, because here's the thing.
Alex Leatherwood or
Austin. Here's the thing. Yeah, let's say you do keep the #1 pick, and this kind of goes in what I was going to bring up, like later on. But I mean, like if you do get that #1 pick, I mean, you have to get my favorite dynasty receiver in this year's draft, and that's Addison.
I would love to get Jordan Addison or Jackson Smith and Jigba. It would be a huge favorite. But here's the thing. If we get the #1 overall pick, I highly doubt they're going to reach that high for a receiver. What I'm hopeful that they do.
Addison's a level above everyone. Addison's a level.
I love Jordan Addison. Dude, I'm a USC fan.
I'm talking about the chat. The chat, I'm like, yo, like, hold on. Like, before we start fucking throwing names and shit.
Jalen Johnson's, he's all right. Jaquan Brisker's got talent. He's got an upside.
So anyways, to get to the point, though, what they should do is move Fields. Not because I don't think he's good. This is not the same. I thought Kyler is fine. None of these guys are bad. But you can't do anything. And when you have to pay this guy, it's going to be fucking dreadful.
I think, but Peng, here's the thing. I think you're underestimating the value of having the number 1 overall pick, because here's the thing. Here's one or two options that I'm expecting, or I'm at least bare minimum hoping for. If we do spend the first overall pick, which I don't want to do, I want Will Anderson Jr. No one else, but besides Will Anderson Jr. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What I want to do though, really, is trade back and get a shit ton of picks and build that way.
Everybody wants to do that, but this draft class isn't built for that. This draft class doesn't have a Trevor Lawrence.
Hey,
This
Lisa,
draft
y'all
class doesn't
motherfuckers need
have
to find new stadium
Nick
first.
Bosa.
No,
This
but I'm
draft
saying
class doesn't have Laramie Tunzel. It doesn't have any ridiculous prospects.
bringing up Trevor Lawrence is irrelevant.
But
if we have
Anderson,
Justin Fields,
Anderson's a great pickup. Like,
Okay,
he's
but Robbie, is he good
Michael
enough
Parsons
for your
2.0.
favorite team to trade away 3 first rounders, 2 first rounders, and 2 second rounders, or some shit?
with the speed of the game,
Most franchises won't do it, right?
No,
Is my
So
point.
hold
Most franchises won't do it.
on. I need to defend myself. I'm only two film sections deep on Anderson.
dude, he's so filthy. Michael Parsons 2.0, in my opinion.
Payne is right. Payne is right for voting that question. I don't know if I pay that price. I'm thinking from the Bears standpoint.
The only players that are ever garnered that much value off a first overall is when there is a first overall quarterback. When there is
Bryce Young is that guy.
A Trubisky, a Andrew Luck, a Trevor Lawrence, a Baker Mayfield, or whatever, right? This year doesn't have one.
Bryce Young is definitely number 1 overall pick material, dude. I'm just telling you, he is definitely.
From what I've seen, nobody feels that way.
I don't feel that way.
What?
I don't feel that way. That's going to be on next week's episode. Hold on, that's going to be on next week's episode. Next week's episode, we are going to discuss deeper into quarterback.
So, to finish my point on this, though, just to finish it, you have 3 more years on Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
Can this roster turn around? Do you have a head coach? Do you have anything that makes me want to go, let's ride. Let's do this. And when I look at the Bears, I don't see that. The Bears are probably 2 years out. You have a 101 pick. You could figure something out. You need to change your locker room. You need to figure out your coaching system. There is too much to undo.
There's too much.
But here's the thing. You're not wrong that we have so much. And by so much, I mean more than any other fucking team in the league. More than the Texans, who we beat earlier this year, and I thought we were actually technically a better team than. We suck even more than them. Okay? Not just by record.
The roster is actually
it's ass. It's absolute ass. Like the worst form of stank ass. You know?
Well, luckily, we do have this beautiful, beautiful thing really quick that I want to throw out. I'm just going to promote. Which is Rumboyz Premium. We're gonna be doing rookie breakdowns. David, I would love to have you.
Yeah,
come and assist. We're gonna be on our rookie profile shit heavy this year. Expect rookie profiles dropping pretty routinely. And expect the Bears to be heavily covered in.
Oh God, just picking apart this shit. Oh God.
But expect Miami to also be covered in that series.
Okay.
Expect Washington to be covered in that series. Expect Houston to be covered in that series. There's a lot that we have to do, and there's a lot of homework. Before we get into the next topic, again, going back to what we said earlier, our job is to make you the best fantasy football players and the best bettors possible. There's no other objective here besides leading a fucking army to beat Vegas. That's it. That's literally fucking it. Like I don't know what else to tell you.
We're like 300, you know, and Gerard
for real,
shit,
for real,
against
for real.
Vegas.
Can I say?
I was just gonna say one quick thing, and then I'm done. Todd McShay called Bryce Young the next Patrick Mahomes. That's all I'm saying. Just saying. That's Todd McShay who said that. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I have a person that's better than McShay. I have a person that's better than McShay, and his name is Jordan Love.
I agree that McShay is very overrated. I am not very high on McShay, just so you know. And I disagree with that thought. I'm just saying he is getting that much hype. Bryce Young is. You know,
we're already talking rookies. You don't have to go super deep or anything.
No, I'm done now.
No, well, this is a perfect segue. who you don't have to mention a team or where you think they're going to go. This is literally just a very open-minded, very broad, open-minded conversation, like almost a dart throw. Who are you probably the most excited to see their name get called? Who are you really voting for right now in this year's draft? Who should dynasty players even look out for? Or who's just a guy that you feel like people should look out for in general? Payne, go.
I don't know enough about this class as of right now, but from what I've seen, I kind of want to see where Nigba goes. I want to see where Jackson Smith goes. It's just got to see it. I mean, I love seeing the receivers. And I'm also curious about the tackle, the first tackle that goes off the board. Because I know he wasn't rated high enough, but I'm very interested to see where that goes. Because there's a lot of fucking teams that need a good tackle. And the one that was rated right now, he's not in the top 8, but he's top 12. And it's going to be interesting to see if a team actually goes and grabs him, or if we watch a slippage and ends up with like the Vikings, getting Darius Law at like 25 kind of situation.
Text me some of his early film.
Yeah.
For me, the high. Sorry, did you have anything else you want to add?
No, that was it. That was it. Me.
Okay. For me, I said already, Will Anderson Jr. I mean, if we're talking that all 22 stuff. No, but because obviously that's defensive player as opposed to receiver. Or,
you did win a title. Fuck you.
Your boy's the champ. I'm just saying, if I could get my title belt soon, that'd be nice. I'm still waiting for it in the mail, but
Shout PFF.
Yeah, PFF was dope this year. That was dope this year. If you want to, kiss my rings, bow down to me, that's okay too. I'll accept it.
Let me throw this up. Hey, point to that joint. Point down below. There we go.
Boom, baby. Boom, boom.
Get into all 22. David's an all 22 champion.
Dude, it's fun as shit, man. I love it. Honestly, I absolutely love it. Will Anderson Jr., I believe, is Micah Parsons 2.0. I think he can do even more than what Micah Parsons is doing right now. He could be that next guy. You remember when James Harrison, when they went to the Super Bowl with the Steelers in 2008, he had like 100+ tackles, 16 sacks. He was stuff in the stat sheet. He was exactly, Pang. That's what I think Will Anderson Jr.
actually scary. Like legit looks scary.
Oh, if I were playing, I would probably like shit my pants regularly playing against James Harrison. Like my life would be in jeopardy playing against him.
People forget how crazy that linebacker core was when they had him. Plus, the other I forgot one of the ones.
Lamar Woodley, Lawrence Timmons.
Lawrence Timmons. There you go.
Yeah, I played for the Dolphins. In fact, Anderson Jr. I love the quarterbacks with Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. Very high in them, especially with their deep ball accuracy. I know they're surrounded by a ton of talent, but I don't give a shit. They will execute no matter what the situation is. They are as highly touted as they're as deserving to be as highly touted as they are right now.
Yeah.
And then love the receivers with Jackson Smith and Jigba and Jordan Addison. Very high on them, even though they're smaller guys, they're smaller frame. Very fun to watch, though. They make up for it despite the fact that they have a small frame.
Let me do my Jordan Addison bit. You do the rest.
Okay, no, that's all I was getting at with that. And then I'm trying to think anyone else. Michael Mayer, I think, is already very NFL ready as a tight end out of Notre Dame. And last guy, who some people say could creep up to the top 10, which you don't see too often with running backs, and I fucking hate it because I think we disrespect running backs in the NFL. That's Bijan Robinson out of Texas. That guy is the real.
I'm excited for Bijan. I'm excited for Bijan. I'm excited for Ringo. I'm excited for Ringo. I'm excited for Bijan. Yeah, I'm excited for Bijan. I think that we can all go. Can we all go consensus on Bijan? Can we drink to Bijan? Yeah.
Yeah. If I had a drink in my hand, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, let's drink to Bijan.
Love me some.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is not excited for that one. I gotta do it. Jordan Addison. I know that I did this last year with Drake London, and then I completely jumped off that train immediately.
You were having Chris Olave too.
Yeah, I know. But I rode the Olave and the Wilson train. I rode the Olave and Wilson trains.
Yeah,
I rode the Robinson and Jordan Davis train in Sky Moore. Those are the three
James
guys
Robinson.
Yeah.
Ryan Robinson, Jordan Davis.
Ryan Robinson, excuse me. Yeah.
And then Sky Moore.
As probably your favorite and maybe most knowledgeable, honestly, outside of anyone that's obviously like play the position at the highest level, but like as your favorite and most realistic wide receiver analyst, the way that Outkast made this song, I like the way you move, da da da, and that is all Jordan Addison. Like Addison is gonna be next level. The fast switch, the quick hip movement, the way that he gets in and out of his breaks, the way that he places his hands right perfectly in frame. The way that I have broken down how you should catch a football is the way that he is unfolding his hands and bringing them here to the point of focus every single fucking time. I look for a receiver to just always be here in this diamond every fucking time, and he's gonna be that guy. And if he has a basket catch it, he knows. Okay, I have to be here. I can't be too far. He knows how to pinpoint accuracy from his quarterback, as long as he has that fucking chemistry. And I think that because of the way this kid communicates, he's really, really, really gonna excel with anyone who is his quarterback. Unlike with Drake London, when like he became a Falcon, I was me like, yeah, fuck her up, we're fucked. Like I bought out the stock immediately. I withdrawed all stock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that we're gonna have this problem, and I'm willing to ride the ride wherever the landing spot goes. I think that even if the landing spot were to be Atlanta, he'd fuck up all Atlanta, like straight up.
Yeah. Well, and even to bolster your point too, not only is he very smooth, but he's thrived both in Pitt and in USC in college. Two different systems, you know.
I'm excited to put his film out on premium. It's gonna be exciting. If you don't have premium, this is like really, really like the time to get it. For player breakdowns, $6.99, like $6.99, bro. Like a lucky $7, a lucky $7, a lucky $7 each month. And we're gonna just be throwing out rookie bangers, whether it's myself or like, you know, just me and a couple of staff members getting together, and we're just gonna fucking hammer out film. Final topic of the night. The Saints are kind of fucked. The Aints are pretty much back to being the Aints with this move.
It's not bad.
Alvin Kamara is pretty much fucked. Like, he's done. Let's cash it in on him. We got 10 minutes of worth of air time left. Let's spend on Alvin Kamara and his indictment over jumping Darrell Green Jr., which you don't jump in the Hall of Famer's fucking son. It's stupid. You're
a coincidence, man. I mean, that it's an NFL Hall of Famer's son. Fucking crazy.
What do the Aints do from here?
I'll be fine. I've never been the biggest Alvin Kamara guy. I just don't think he's that great of a running back. No, there is a guy. There are a ton of people out there that love.
I'm talking about on this channel.
And I'm going to tell you the same thing I said before. He's just not a great in between the tackles runner. He's never been. People look at his numbers and go, "Oh my god, but he can get you 5 touchdowns." I'm like, cool.
Good pass catching back.
He's a great pass guy. He's a great 1-2 combo. His best years is when he has a 1-2 change of pace roll.
Ingram.
Yeah, Mark Ingram, like Latavius Murray. Abram Smith would have been great this year, but no, let's go with fucking Latavius Murray, Mark Ingram again for some fucking reason. So I cut your losses, man. Your team is already tanking. Your team owes people money. Just move the fuck on. Get ready to trade, dump, whatever you can. Just get out of there. The Saints, I don't know why the Saints are trying to compete. This is one of those other teams that's kicking that can. They kick that can so far down that when it gets over there, it's a fucking Mentos Coke and it's going to explode all over their fucking faces. And it's going to be hilarious. You know, this is like the Steelers situation times 10. You know, like, I don't know what they're going to do, but it's fucking bad. Just cut it. I get it. You have to have good football, but
they're not making good football. Like, you ever hook up with a chick and just be like, yo, this is bad sex.
I wouldn't even call it bad sex because bad sex is
the Saints are bad sex. The Saints are bad sex, bro. The Saints are bad. The Saints are when you go down to Mardi Gras and then you catch crabs. You're like, fuck, I gotta get this cream now.
This is like a hand job where you have to finish yourself off because the girl.
Yeah.
They're the pocket pussies of NFL organizations.
Exactly. Yes, the Saints are pocket pussies.
Yeah, you're like, you know, I totally can, girl. And then you leave, right? Like, something like that. I feel like that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fucking Saints are doing. They're just so fucking done, and I think they should just.
If I'm
be
the
done
Saints,
about
I'm
it.
trading up to
Just
get
be done
Bijan.
with
If I'm the Saints, I'm trading up to get Bijan. I'm trying to figure out a way to fucking.
No,
Well,
what
that's
they
the
should
thing.
do is try to find a way to quit.
They trade that top 10
They
pick.
should go to the XFL. They need to find their way down to the XFL for now.
Maybe the Rock can be their savior.
It's
That's
so
the thing.
bad.
For me, the Saints, man, I feel like they're going to just go back to those days where they're rocking the paper bag, but they're just going to be, wearing the paper bags over their fucking heads. But like at this point, they're going to be wearing it for so long, they're probably going to suffocate when it's all said and done because it's going to be that miserable for so fucking long, And I've never been a believer in Dennis Allen as a head coach. He failed miserably at Oakland when he was coaching the Raiders. I think he's kind of failing right now is with the Saints.
But he wasn't given anything to succeed with in the first place. Let's be honest.
Kind of, yeah, you're right. And Andy Dalton, like as your quarterback, he actually made him look decent. I'm not saying he looked good, but like he looked decent last year.
David, the only thing good in New Orleans right now is the food.
Pretty much, you're not wrong about that. I fucking hated my time down in New Orleans. The only thing I did like over there was the food. Everyone just wore there's way too many fat people wearing like way too many high shirts, like their bellies exposed and everything. The streets are like dirty as fuck.
You got a fucking second line band every goddamn Sunday. Like, fuck.
It was like the streets just looked like they were just like, it was like the filthiest. It was like a cesspool in the streets, with way too many people wearing short shirts, Sorry to you New Orleans folks out there, but
no, that's the truth. Louisiana's a dirty place.
It is, it's a little dirty. No, but the Saints, man, it's gonna be rough for them, I think, for the near future. Alvin Kamara, man, this dude shot himself in the fucking foot, dude. He really did. Why? And we've known about this for a while now, too. Because remember, they said a long time ago that they had footage of him beating the shit out of a dude with his fucking friends,
Yeah.
So it's just like we've known about.
And a Bengals player is also indicted in this
That's
case.
right. You're right about that. Yeah. Someone else is tagged into this, and I think honestly, Alvin Kamara always thought was. I agree with Peng's sentiment. In that Alvin Kamara was fucking overrated as shit. If
anything. So first off, no, I never want to see anyone become a statistic in the system.
No, it's not a good news. It's not good news.
It's not. But at least for those of you that have been rostering them in Dynasty, the perfect excuse to unload has presented itself. This is now less stress for you. So I just want to throw it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. And if you're a Saints fan, it was time for you to start considering moving on anyways. The universe is a weird, fucked up place. I don't like it either. I don't like many of its alternate outcomes that it provides us. I wish all the gentlemen involved in this case the best. You made a fucked up, stupid decision.
Yeah.
Dale Green Jr., I'm happy that you're safe and you're okay. The fact that you couldn't run and get away, despite how fast your dad was, I guess those genes didn't pass down.
Sheesh.
Jesus Christ.
Take a man while he's down, why don't you?
You were on the perfect track, and then you just derailed that shit.
Take a man while he's down.
God damn.
Get
I
your
didn't
3
kick
to
him
4
while he was
friends
down.
to do it too.
I didn't kick him while I was down. They already did that for me.
God damn, Robbie.
But
you might have to repent for that one, just so you know. Oh God.
But we love and appreciate you guys. And this has been the Rumboyz Fans Network.
Yeah.
I feel like you had the mic drop after that. Right?
Oh, I did want to say just one thing about Alvin Kamara. I always thought they compared him to the Matt Forte. I'm sorry, excuse me. I always thought he was the equivalent of Matt Forte and that he was a good back, but he was never the best back in the league like some people frequently proclaimed him to be,
Mm-hmm.
Always just nauseated me. And I think I'm worried his best days are behind him. I'm not saying they are for sure, but he's getting up there in age at 30. He had a down year this year when he did play, averaging less than 4 yards a carry. He's a good receiving back.
He's done it almost every year, actually.
What's that?
Every year, I think he's been under 4 yards a carry or something close to.
No, that's not true.
Leafs new website will be created soon. Don't worry.
But this year he definitely was, though, and I am a little bit worried about him and his ability to navigate in between the tackles, even though they did lose Teron Armstead this offseason on the offensive line. But it's not looking good, and this was a fucking this was already foreshadowing a year ago. You know, we knew this was going to happen. They said they had evidence on him. We saw the video released by, I think it was TMZ or whatever. He's going to be out, and it's him to blame.
Yo, they jumped the fuck out of him.
They beat the fuck out of Darryl Green Jr. My condolences. I mean, that's rough. I mean, Robbie's like, you know, Robbie on the other hand's like, God damn, dude. Where were them feet? Where were the feet at?
They stomped the shit out that motherfucker, bro.
My bad, you're right.
Oh god.
My bad. You were right. He was under 4 yards this year and last year, but he's been under 1,000 rushing every year he's been in the league.
Yeah, and that's why I think he's overrated, because his all-purpose yards from scrimmage, they're the same as Matt Forte like every year, and Matt Forte was never, and rightfully so, considered the best running back in the league. You know. Yeah. So. Anyway.
Matt Forte was a better in-between tackles guy, though.
Yes.
It worked a lot less.
I agree.
Let's go ahead and let's wrap up. What do you guys have coming up, and what do you have working on?
Can we go first, Bang?
Sure. Yeah, go.
Oh, I said, did you want to go first?
Oh, it's about me. Shoot. I'm actually just doing some video editing. My bad. Like he said, he's gonna.
I love
first.
It, man.
Anyways, I'm doing some video editing. I posted something I was working on. I just getting some practice in, so you might be seeing some better edits. I'm trying to do something different, something more fun. Maybe make my rankings into video edits, something quick, fun, maybe something TikTok. And then
let me get one for my TikTok.
And then I'm starting to stream with my friend. We're probably gonna do it every Thursday. She's the best. She actually won the best ball tournament for playoffs.
Nice.
She's also a PGA champion on there too. She's like fucking Miss Worldwide, man. Like if you want to support fucking women fantasy and you want to say watch champion, you should watch Hope Bishop. I'll be on her stream for the next few weeks once I get back from Vegas, and then you can. It's gonna be wild. So we're gonna be doing all our best ball drafts on there.
Yeah, that's dope, dude. Love your video editing, by the way. I saw your video you released today with Justin.
I love his
video. Nice, man.
Oh yeah, it was a quick nice thing. I was practicing some masking. I saw some edits that I was like, I think I could do that, and then I ended up doing a pretty good version of it. Then I made one that was newer that I probably post when I finish it.
I got one I got to work on tomorrow.
You delivered your effect, man. It really worked. So I got to tip my hat to you. I got to fucking take notes, in fact, furthermore, because we're trying to get our logo finalized. I've jotted up some designs on Photoshop, but then I showed them. And I think my co-host was just my co-hosts were being nice, because I just showed it to one of them and I was like, okay, be real about this. What do you think? And he's like, yeah, it might look a little fucking, amateurish. So we're looking for a Fiverr guy, or someone that's a reliable logo designer. I also want to get a video edited too for our intro video for our podcast. So that's what we got coming down the pike. But yeah, same old, man. I'm trying to hopefully I really want to land some player interviews for TBQ Sports in the near future. So if anyone knows a strategy on like how to best navigate that through social media or whatever, feel free to give me some advice. I feel like I should know this because I work in media, but I've never been a reporter before. So as a result of that, like there's a different avenue that you got to go down when you're trying to navigate that. So that's all I've got pretty much. We go live every Wednesday on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So
all I'm gonna say is follow me on my social media. Because I'm about to start releasing some fucking secrets. Who I'm gonna be working with, who we will be working with,
nice,
and different things of that nature. You just really gotta stay tuned for each one. Teach one. As long as I'm getting better, I plan on helping my friends get better. And as long as my friends are getting better, we as a team plan on helping you guys get better. Live life, stay blessed, and also stay fresh. We love and appreciate you guys. Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? Dilly dilly. We out of here, my dude.